bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah. Let's go, Schmate. I hope you're ready for this work. I ain't gave this work in a minute, man. We ain't played in a while. I got Julio locked up. I ain't worried about him.
Now Ryan on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Yeah, man. I got a whole bunch of them, man. All your Schmate, man.
We're have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that
time. We're gonna be downtown Norfolk tomorrow
for across midfield now for first and 10.
Yeah, Dirty Jerk Buffalo, the one in Norfolk.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
I told you not to go to Julio. I got him locked up, baby.
Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So last season, I can't get nowhere. Savage got injured.
Defense in the first drive, they pick up.
That's my dude right there. I be looking with that motherfucker all the time.
And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball.
Damn, I didn't move him over.
Previous week, now you try too hard to
that's my,
not let them
that's my fault. I'm supposed to move my fucking guard, the pool. That's my fault.
On second down, it's
like that one. See, he pulled on that one. You know what I mean?
Able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
And man, I got rid of goddamn goddamn Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham wasn't doing nothing for me. He has to go.
Playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
It's caught. Jones.
It should have.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I lost a whole bunch of people. I only got 45 people on my roster.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Injury or just in general?
That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Yep, my salary cap for those too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I should have signed him up.
McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
I play in this one, and I played another league too, right?
And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No,
well, I beat the hell out of AB. AB got mad at motherfucker.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely
Then I skipped old boy up too. He was mad at the motherfucker. Old boy that played with the Lions.
Seems like every year these guys get better and better.
It's amazing how
they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they
he do.
Put them there.
Now
a lot of guys
he kept blitzing, bro.
Sidelines to try and put the football in.
That shit is.
They'll run on first down. Swift.
Oh my God! Good move. That's a good move. You fucked me up.
Down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up.
I play all my defense with my safety, man.
Across midfield. Ryan.
Don't do it.
He lets this one fly
toward
the back of the... And that will be
come on, man! That's some bullcrap! You know that's some bullshit. You know that's some bullshit.
His second touchdown on on the season.
I was under the rock, bro.
Are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points. But
If I didn't know it's Savage, I would have took this shit.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Man, I would have
took that. They run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. 318. Keep it up, guys.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers.
Why you bumping me, man? Let me run freely, man.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion.
Let me run freely, man.
Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
I brought him all the way back across the field.
Making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So I got rid of Jimmy Graham, and I got him in, after I got rid of Jimmy Graham, I got him in the fucking draft.
Now Jones.
Come on, man.
And this is going to result in losing
yards.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Losing yards. Man, I had what's the name down by 33 to motherfucking 0, and I fuck around and lost, bro.
Throwing is Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point.
Yeah. That's a bullshit call.
Kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's all good. I lock in.
And that'll carry.
I know I should have went to the
end zone.
I know I forced. It's all good.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I will.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That's some bullshit. Ball bobbling and weaving over there.
The quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down, Swift. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Watch left. Watch left. I got him. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, all right,
back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Under 10.
On second down, Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Man left. You got three down. Back. 20.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the
That's
average
me, baby.
a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down now, Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan.
He was out of bounds.
Caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but
Yes, he
multiple
was.
flags
It's
down,
illegal
so let's
touching.
sort this out.
He went out of
reverse the
bounds and he
celebration.
came back
We'll see if
in.
they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when
Can't
they
do-
score
you
and
can't
you see
do
the
that, Snake.
excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count, can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Yeah. You can go for it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and
The
start.
fuck are you doing?
Rodgers lost the football.
Oh my fucking God. He just stood there.
For the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is
I
the
couldn't
quarterback.
even-
The ball gets away
I
from
couldn't
him.
even run. He
Everyone
just
else is
stood
trying
there.
to execute
I don't know
what
what
they're
the
supposed
fuck
to
is
do
this.
on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Well, you got me. I don't want no goddamn freedom. He is, but if I trade for any Raider, that better be Raider.
Next drive
That's
underway.
what I wanted.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
He ran too deep anyway. He wasn't even supposed to go that deep.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't throw 3 goddamn picks.
Tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Come on, man. Hold on to the damn ball.
Come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. Got a man. That's Allison. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Hey, 88.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
Like that shit?
From 19 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's that distraction, man. The unnecessary distraction. They run up together, then somebody split off. The safety don't know who to pick up. It's all good, man. Just give me time, man. I'll get back in here.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field.
I want you to blitz on that side. That's what I want you to do.
Something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd down.
There you go.
Swift.
I'm blitzing on that side now.
Going to set up a 3rd down.
So that's your blind. That's your blind side.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry.
You gotta be worried about it, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. But that's your blind side. That's what.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Just throw that bitch over here, man. Go ahead, I'm ready.
Now Ryan.
Don't do it.
And that is incomplete.
You see Amos right there?
2 seconds left on the clock.
He was waiting on that
So
one.
on 4th down, Britton
About time the fucking
back deep, Victor Bolden.
fucking free safety show the fuck up. Fucking bum.
And just a single punt for
Nah,
him
he
in the
did-
loss last
He
week
did
as he
good,
sends this
man.
one
Cause
away.
I supposed to took that one.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Gotta get back in the game, boy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter
Watch this
number 3.
return, man.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right?
I see you playing with that boy.
Than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive.
Goddamn, Jones.
Talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good
Come
one.
on, my tight end ain't no bitch now.
37. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out.
That boy came out of Notre Dame.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45.
But you see how I move? You see how I move the dude over there to block the fucking safety all the way on the outside?
High level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40.
What the fuck? There we go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Damn, my own dude stopped me. I moved him just in time to block the linebacker. I was supposed to go on that
used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
Put that shit in the gut, baby.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
I thought I was
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I floated that one in there.
Without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Bro, I threw that one loaded a bit.
Drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
What are you doing? What are you spinning for?
Get across the plane as they stop him right around the line.
Did you see that shit?
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try and run it in with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Yep.
And he's got it.
Yep, you went over too far.
Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
That's
the score you felt they had to
I was like, damn, he going to run the tight end. As soon as you start going that way, then Smith came back around the backside, man.
We know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
Let me sneak on back in here, both mate. Let me sneak on back in here, boy. So I got this new play that I like to run.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan
what
finding
the
a safety
fuck?
valve here. That's complete.
How he by himself?
Well past midfield before being stopped just before.
How the fuck did he get by himself?
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I mean, nobody picked him up.
Into Packer territory now.
That
Here's
shit,
1st
wow.
and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Ryan.
I'm in the inside.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it.
That's some bullshit.
For this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do
I was in the inside of that route. There's no way you should have caught that.
NFL, and it's on
You know that.
Sports.
You know that too. You know that too. There's no way you should have caught that. What's up?
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And
what?
finding the tight end, Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I got some spaghetti in there. Yeah.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, Ryan.
God, how you fucking leave him by himself?
Touchdown.
I don't understand that.
Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Fuck, man. Dang.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That fucking, that play right there just cost me. That play cost me. What, them 3 picks cost me in the beginning.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Why not?
They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that
That's where
drive
it needs to be at.
and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That's good, man.
Always laugh
I'm
when
a
people
dog,
say, what's
man.
the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a
I just
good
go out here and
receiver.
fumble.
That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Yeah, I seen the heat coming. I ain't crazy now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Throw the ball away.
And the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley.
I'm spamming the button and he won't throw that bitch away.
Sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Where's the motion?
Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I should have just went out of bounds.
Set up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver
Running time, man.
and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Grady Jarrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
Can get that shit to develop.
I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I hope so.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. That is caught at the 7. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. On first down, Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe
why
they should be
why you don't got no
two,
t-shirt on or no socks?
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Now, my tight end usually come up with that one.
His hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and this one complete to Smith. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I should have threw that bitch away.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control.
I did not know that was 4th down. I would have not ran that play. If I knew that was 4th down, I would have. You know, I'm going to fucking Adams.
They'll run on first down. Swift.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
12 yards is the
Get the fuck out of here.
Down for the Falcons.
He's still
you don't believe that shit yourself.
Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload, but you and I both know. Well conditioned.
All that job turkey
shaking and shit.
Fuck out of here.
Ball games.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
It's boy Alexander.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The point after is good. That game has gone final in Foxborough, and it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team.
Blow his shit
and they should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I
know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data
fucking
says
kill me
that
with
when a
that
team's
shit, bro. I can't
expecting
fuck
an
with you.
onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I was waiting on that one.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watching the run, baby. So you got to run this bitch. I'm waiting on it.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Should look like football, didn't it?
Interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off.
Oh,
to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
I had to jump for that,
man. Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You lucky. So you had, my dude had to jump for the fucking ball.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What's the name now? Fuck it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there.
Boy, if this shit ain't trash. That's some bullshit. You know that's some bullshit. You know.
One score.
You know that was
down.
some
Here
bullshit.
we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown,
Going.
Falcons. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
So
they go on 4th down.
You know
Not
that's
only
some
do they
bullshit.
not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way.
I said, you know that's some bullshit. The motherfucker caught the ball. Somebody I was out of bounds. Get the fuck out of here.
Coordinator recently tell me we see that
That's
as a
some
passive
bullshit.
play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Atlanta, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.